All right, that's a good amount of clay. But then what's the strat after this? So, hey, ConcernedApe, I don't really like this strat. Might just fix it next patch. Yeah, you can fix it. That's cool. You know, you do you. It definitely is pretty. Definitely is pretty pretty abusive. Yeah, Piano Addict loves this strat. It feels like magic to me, but the strat destroyed. Oh my lord, I told you, Tooshi, shame. What did you tell me? What did I do? Why does he keep telling me my shit? I'm not doing anything. I'm just streaming. Look, ConcernedApe just wants to make the best game possible, all right? Just a bit concerned. He's just a concerned ape wanting to make a good game, all right? All right, you guys want to see the pattern? This is how you do it. This is perfect. We got clay in a really nice spot here to start. So, it was this spot, right? Yeah. All right. So we've cleared a section of the farm, so we don't have to worry about anything besides the pure pattern goodness, right? Okay. And then we found the clay spot, but more importantly, we got the clay spot on the first till. That's the weird thing about this. Every time you till, the spot where the clay is going to be changes. So the clay is here, and we tilled, and now the clay is here. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So essentially what I'm saying is, if you have a clear area, and you, on your very first till of the day, you find clay, now you're set up. You're good to go. So, first look for clay, restart day. Yeah. All right. So now, what we do is we go over 2 and up 1. There's going to be clay here. Okay. Over 2, up 1. Clay. 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 And you could do this. You could do this all the way until you can't, because you can't hoe anymore. Okay? But a compact, efficient way to do it is to then, once you get 6, is to kind of like make the pattern squish down into a small area. And so what we do is we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go 6 up. It's pretty simple. So you do 6 of the pattern, and you go back to the start, and you count up 6, which is here. There's clay here. Then you do the same thing. So you go over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. And now you've done 4. At this point, you can go back to the start, and you can hoe every spot above. So here, 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 here. And they'll have clay. And then you can go here and do all those spots. So that's what we're going to do. So after we do the 6, go up 6 and do 4. Now we go here. Boom, 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 boom. Then go over here. Boom, 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 boom. And that is the pattern. That's the entire pattern. That's it. That's the whole pattern. Now, to restart this entire process again, all you do is go back to the very first spot, and you go over 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now, this is the start of the pattern again. So now you do everything you just saw again, but this is your starting point. Boom, 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 boom. And that's 5, 6. Go back to the start point. 2, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go back to the start again. And we do all of the spots above. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go over here to these 4 spots. Do these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we did that's the entire pattern. So now we go back to the beginning, which is now this spot right here. We count 1, 2, 3. And we do it again. But it does make sense, right? What if you hoe the wrong spot? That's where things get tricky. If you hoe the wrong spot, things get tricky. So you've seen the pattern. You've seen the pattern. So again, the clay's here, right? So let's say you're going along. You're getting your thing, and you get to the fourth one here. And you, instead of hoeing here, you hoe... let's say you hoe here. Whoops. So the clay, you should have got the clay. It was here. But now the clay is moved because you tilled a spot. So now the clay is where it would be next in the pattern. So it's over 2, up 1. So it's right here. And now you've done a total of 5 tills. So this is your 6th. So now you've finished your pattern, even though it looks horrible and it's awful. So now you've done your 6. So now you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you do these. Then you go back. You do all these above. 1, 2, 3. And then this one is, I mean, it's just over 2, up 1. I mean, so like that. And then you would go over here, do these. Over 2, up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2, up 1. And then the pattern resets. From the very beginning, you go over 3, do the whole pattern again. So I can't believe my simple little mind is getting it. Well, now that everyone actually seems to understand it, now we need to throw in the wrench. The wrench. Which the difficult part of this that makes it complicated, and that's where the big brain plays comes in, is you don't have this perfectly clear space to work with. We're not ready. We still have questions. What are the questions? We're not ready? If the clay is there on day 2, will it also be there on day 3, 4, etc.? No, it changes every day. It still doesn't make sense? How does it not make sense? How did you find the clay? I just tried until I found it. I already lost the pattern. Basically, to find the clay, you just start hoeing until you find it. You're like, where's some clay? Clay here? Nope. Clay here? Nope. Clay here? Nope. Clay here? Nope. Nope. Oh, there's clay! I found clay. But I hoed 6 times. So now, I have to work backwards. So you would say, alright, I hoed 6 times. So I got 6 tiles here. So I got 1 right here. So I'll get rid of this. I hoed there. So that's where the clay was. I'm gonna go here. Going backwards. Going backwards. Going backwards. Oh, look at that. The clay is right here. So that is how I essentially can figure out where the clay is when he's starting. But the problem is, if you hoe 6 times or 8 times or whatever, and you don't find any clay, then that's why I was kind of resetting a day, because I didn't want to hoe like 30 times and then have to work 30 steps backwards to find where the clay was. Like, oh my god. Piano. Yes. Piano_addict. All credit goes to him, because he figured out this pattern. And this is like kind of the most compact way to do the pattern. Bleed. So, I've taught you everything you need to know other than replacements. So now we're going to spice things up. So I'm hoping that it'll be here. And it is. All right, so here's our clay. Nice. All right. We found our clay, and we have some obstacles in the way. What do we do? So this is actually more like a normal situation. You have stuff in the way. You don't have to clear too much because there's a lot of space. So we have it all nice and clear and ready to go as much as we can for day 1. And we found our first clay. It's right here. So now, what do? You guys know the drill. You go over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. You go 6 times. And then we go back. So it's like, everything's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is great. Got my amazing pattern going. Until, of course, we have stuff in the way. So let me go back here. Everything's fine still. Got our perfect, clean pattern. We're loving it. This is the entire thing done. Now we go back to the start. 1, 2, 3. And we repeat the exact same thing over again. So now we're going to go over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. Over 2, up 1. 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So now we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's something in the way. So now, what do? Well, if we had an axe, we could get rid of this. And then, you know, we could hoe the spot and it would have clay. But we can't. There's 2 things we can do. Either 1, we can just hoe somewhere random. And then the pattern will have moved. So we could just hoe somewhere random. And then we could go 1, 2, up, and the clay will be here. Like after we hoe a spot, the next clay will be here. And then there, and then there. But the thing is, we want to make sure we get clay every single time. We want to get clay every single time we spend energy on the first day. That's important to us. So there's a replacement like strat, which is where the spot that you want, if there's something on it, you go left 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we go up 2. 1, 2. This also has clay. And moreover, now we've fixed the things because now we've hosed spots. So now the next clay is going to be 1, 2 right here. Okay. Now keep in mind, we've hoed twice in this pattern so far. So we have 2 more. So we got this one. And then we have this one. This is the last one we have to do. And then we go back to the beginning and do those. So we have another placement. So we go 1, 2, 3, up 2. Boom. All right, we've done our 4 hoes. Now we go back to the start and we do our 6 hoes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we go back to the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where that spot was hoed, right? And we're supposed to do 1 above it. So we're doing here now. 1 above these. And now the entire pattern is done. So now we go back to the very start. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now we restart. Replacement. 1, 2, 3. Up 2. Here. Go back. 1, 2. Up 1. 1, 2. Up 1. 1, 2. Up 1. And this is the last one. This is the 6th hoe. So now we replacement. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And now we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 4 of these. We've done 2. 1, 2, 3, up 2. That's the 3rd hoe. And this is our 4th hoe. Boom. Done. Go back to the start. And we need to do 1 above all of these 6. So we got 1 here. And we got 1 here. Placement. 1, 2, 3, up 2. And then we have another one here, and here, and here, and here. Go back to the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do this spot, and this spot, and that spot, and that spot. 1, 2. 3rd spot. That's replacement. And then that one. And now the pattern is done again. So we go back to the start. We go 1, 2, 3. And we go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2, 3. So this one's already hoed. So you have options here. We can either just pickaxe it and re-hoe it, or we could do a replacement. So in this case, we know the replacement is just going to be 1, 2, 3, up 2. So it'll be right here. That has clay. But instead, we'll pickaxe it. It wastes energy, but just to show you that you can do this as well. And then you can continue the pattern like that. So there's your 4 spots. Now we'll go back and do the 6, but we need a replacement. 1, 2, 3, up 2. Again, this spot is taken as well. So we can pickaxe this spot, and that will work, right? So we can do that. Pickaxe this spot. There's clay. And now we go here. So second hoe, third hoe, fourth hoe, fifth hoe right here. 1, 2, 3, up 2. And sixth hoe. And there's one last thing I can teach you guys about this, and then you basically learned everything. But I'll do it in a sec. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is taken. Or, no, sorry, the 7th. But this is the spot. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat the pattern again. So we got right here. So we go 1, 2, 3. The one last thing I can teach you guys is the fake tilling or whatever, which is the same thing as replacement. It's just you're choosing not to get clay. So there's our 6 spots we have there. Now we need to go up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need to do 4 spots. We got this spot here. We go over 2, up 1, and this is already taken. So we can do our placement right here. Okay. And we go over 2, up 1, over 2, up 1. All right. And then when we go back, we do these 6. I want to get the fake till teach. That's what I want to do. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th spot right here. So this is a spot right here, right? And this is the second one. We can do a replacement. And then here's the 3rd, and then here's the 4th. All right, I'll just show you the fake till. I was hoping there'd be a situation where it actually makes sense to do a fake till, but there isn't. So now we do the 6. So we do here. We do here. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6th spot. We need it right here. All right. Okay. We need to get something on this spot. So we can do a replacement by going up here and tilling this. But let's say this spot's block 2. You don't have to do the replacement. You can just till anywhere you want. You can just be like, I'm gonna till, boom. And now the pattern is fine because now, you know, you can go back and continue your pattern the way you're going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the clay will be here. It's fine. So when I say a fake till, I'm basically just adding 1 to the counter so I can continue my pattern. That's all that means, right? Any questions, class? Can you sell the clay? Sure. So of course I spent a lot of time explaining, so I didn't do a great job of doing this in, you know, a little amount of time, but I did expend all my energy. So if you were actually going to do this on your first day, then you would want to expend all your energy doing the exact pattern that I just did. I mean, it depends on your farm and where your clay is, but you get it. And then I would sell the clay to Robin, ideally, because Robin would be open still. And then after going to Robin, you could go buy a backpack. You could buy salads for more energy so that you can go back. And you guessed it, do some more clay farming. You can also, at Robin's, you can clear all of the hoed spots by using the shipping bin. And you just move building, move the shipping bin to all the hoed spots and just unhoe all the spots. But so if we sleep, we'll get, what, like 2,500 gold or something like that? Yeah. So that's 2,500 gold. That's one run, but if you can do like 3 or 4 clay pattern, like if you can do that 3 or 4 times, you could get more. So yeah, that's kind of the overall explanation for that. And piano_addict is the guy that came up with this. And he's gotten, like, he said, I think he's like 8.8 or 8.9k gold, but he thinks like 10k gold is possible on day 1 with the strat. And again, ConcernedApe was in the stream and did say that he was thinking about removing this or nerfing this or something. So we'll see if it stays in the game, but that is clay farming on day 1 for money.